Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me here today. My name is Lisa Jensen, and I am the Dean of Student Services here at Brandman University. I know we're all a little anxious, that's myself included, and so I'm just going to get right into things. As you know, our campus has experienced an outbreak of meningococcal meningitis, which is a rare but very serious bacterial infection. Today, what I want to do is clarify the situation, give you some information from the CDC, which is the Center for Diseases Control. They are the experts for all diseases, and so I've printed out a pamphlet and some information which you'll be able to take with you as you leave. So I'm going to clarify some information. I will clear up any rumors that may have been going around and let you know what we're doing here at Brandman to prevent further outbreaks. At this time, 5 students have become ill. They have tested positive for the disease meningitis C, which is a strain of meningitis. Now these students are currently being treated off campus under medical supervision. Now, I've heard a couple different things floating around campus. One, that our students had the same strain that was found in students at Princeton University. That's actually not true. Those students were tested positive for the B strain of meningitis, and our students have tested positive for meningitis C, which I can provide more information on that as well. I have copies of the article that talks about what happened at Princeton, and then I have copies of the article that tell you about what meningitis B is. And the positive news there is that there is a vaccine which basically can really help prevent meningitis B. So again, that's 5 students who are being treated off campus under medical supervision. For confidentiality reasons, of course, I'm not going to be able to provide any specifics about these families or the students. It's a very difficult time for them as it is, and so I would ask that you respect their privacy. These students will remain off campus until they're feeling better and also until they're no longer contagious. So that's what I can tell you. Again, I would ask for you to respect their privacy. I think they'll feel a lot better and heal a lot quicker if they know that people are supporting them rather than sort of spreading gossip around the campus. I think that's what we can do to help them. As far as the cause of the outbreak, we do not have a specific bacteria source identified yet. The 5 students who were infected, they do not live in the same dormitory, nor are they on the same team. So it's going to be a little bit more complicated to identify the source, but we are doing the best that we can to track it down, and I will continue to provide updates as we move forward in the process. For those of you who are not aware, meningitis is caused by the spread of bacteria, and this bacteria causes an inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. The students who have become sick, again I mentioned, they come from a wide range of backgrounds, so we can't say, and it's possible that we may not be able to say where this bacteria came from because the students have been in many different locations over the past few weeks. Now back to some positive news. There are 5 types of meningitis. And I did mention that the type our students tested positive for is meningitis C. Why I say this is somewhat positive is because if it's caught promptly, the strain of the disease can be treated with antibiotics, and the odds of recovery are extremely possible. So that is the case with our 5 students. It was caught very quickly. They went right in for care, which is, again, immediate care is so critical. So I encourage you, any student who is feeling unwell, please do get tested. These students went in, and that's what they did, and now they're getting medical care. So that's why we can expect a full recovery. But we need to keep being diligent as a community. So let's talk about what we can do and what we're doing here at Brandman to stop the disease from spreading further. Students spread meningitis to one another by spreading respiratory and throat secretions, which include saliva and spit. Generally, it takes very close contact or lengthy personal contact, such as kissing or extended coughing, to spread the disease. The disease does not spread as easily as the flu, and so casual contact or breathing the air of another student will not spread the disease. Again, it's that close, lengthy contact in the secretions of the saliva and spit is what spreads the disease. And again, there's more information from the CDC on the back table, which can give you a complete list of how to avoid catching the disease. Here at Brandman, we're 100% committed to stopping the spread of the disease, and so we'll be providing on-site medical care 24/7 for any student who suspects that they might be ill or may have been in contact with someone who has been ill. I want to stress how important it is to seek immediate medical care if you're feeling under the weather. Don't wait, just go right in. We have health services right on campus, so go get it checked out right away. As listed on the CDC website, some of the symptoms include high fever, stiff neck, you can feel nauseous, just sort of a general unwell feeling. Again, there's a complete list from the CDC's website printed out on the table in the back. There's lots of information back there, so make sure you take it with you. If your students or anyone in your family, you experience these symptoms, again, don't wait, go right to the doctor, call 911 if you feel it's an emergency, don't wait. Our campus will also provide free antibiotics for students and their immediate family members in our health services department. We also carry the meningococcal vaccination, the vaccine I should say, which can help prevent the disease altogether. So I encourage all students who have not been vaccinated, please get vaccinated. Prevention is one of the best steps we have in stopping the spread of this disease. So, please get tested, get the vaccine. That can really help us. Finally, wash your hands frequently. Practice basic, good hygiene. Make sure that you're staying clean at this time. You also don't want to share drinks, foods, straws, things like that with others. Sharing drinks, smokables, and kissing, as I mentioned, are some of the most prominent ways in which the disease is spread. So I would recommend that we avoid this for the time being. Additionally, Brandman will be canceling all social activities. One other thing that the Center for Diseases Control points out is that large group gatherings is one way that the disease can be spread. And so we're canceling all of our social activities. I would also encourage all of the fraternity and sorority houses to do the same. As I mentioned, the passing of drinks and smokables and kissing are really the biggest way that this disease gets spread. So, for the next month or two, I'd like to make sure that, we cancel these social activities until we've got the disease locked up and under control. So, I thank you for your time. I know this is a very serious matter. I want you to know that I'm here for you. We also have counselors on site who can provide emotional support if you need it. And, you have my cell phone. I have my contact information for you. If there's anything you should need, do not hesitate to call me, email, call my cell. I want to make sure we get through this together. So I'll also be available for questions after this session. So please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you very much.